Llevarse bien con. Llevarse bien con. Do you know the meaning of this phrasal verb? Llevarse bien con is a common thing to say in Spanish, and it means to get along with. To get along with. This phrasal verb, llevarse bien con, is very similar to this term, to get along with. So if you get along with someone, you can use this phrase for sure. Llevar, the verb llevar, means quite a few things. It can mean to take something somewhere, or also to carry, to bring, also to give a ride. In some situations, it means that as well. Also, it means to wear. Llevar can be used in many different situations, but today we are going to focus on this phrasal verb. Se is just there to let you know that you can use reflexive pronouns. And bien means good or well. Con means with. Sometimes you will use con when using this phrasal verb. Sometimes you don't have to, and we'll look at some examples so you see how this phrase works. The first example is nos llevamos muy bien. Nos llevamos muy bien. This means we get along really well. Nos llevamos muy bien. This is a very easy sentence. Let's break it down. Nos is a reflexive pronoun, and we're using it because, as I told you a few seconds ago, we have to. This indicates that you need to use reflexive pronouns with this phrasal verb. Nos means us. It can mean also ourselves. And in some situations, we. You could say nosotros nos, but it's unnecessary to say nosotros, which means we. We can just say nos. So nos is similar to saying we in this situation. Llevamos bien. That is the phrasal verb that we're learning right now. Llevamos bien, and that means get along well. Okay? I know that we don't have well over here, but if you don't include con in the sentence, just like we did here, then it's similar to saying to get along well. Okay? So let's continue. Muy means really. Muy bien. Really well. You can even use these two words by themselves. You can just say muy bien, and that means very well or really well. Nos llevamos muy bien. We get along really well. You can have muy in between these two, and that's perfectly fine. You're just saying really or very. Okay? So that's quite interesting. As you can see, in this situation, we didn't use con, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's look at another example using llevarse bien. And this example will use con. The next example is Miguel se lleva bien. Miguel se lleva bien con todos. Miguel se lleva bien con todos. The meaning of this sentence is Miguel gets along with everyone. That is very good. That's good. Okay, so let's break this down. This is another easy sentence. Miguel Miguel, Miguel. Se, this is a reflexive pronoun. Se, we have it here as well. Remember, reflexive pronouns can go before verbs as well. If you place them after the verb, both the verb and the reflexive pronoun need to be one word, okay? So that's why we have se before the verb, and that has to be two words. And right here, we see the same thing. Nos llevamos, okay? If you want to know more about how reflexive pronouns work, just check out my lesson about it. Click on the upper right corner, right there. Right over there. Okay, lleva is the verb llevar, conjugated, okay, for the personal pronoun él, he, okay, and that's because Miguel, he gets along, Lleva bien, we have the term right here, lleva bien, and that means gets along, okay? And then we have con, this con right here, con, with, that's the meaning of con. And then we have todos means everyone, todos, everyone. Todos can refer to a group of males, or it could refer to a mixed group, females and males, okay? So that's something important. If you say todas means everyone as well, but this refers to a group of females, okay? So that is quite interesting. That's something important to know. Remember, llevarse bien con, sometimes you need to use con, means to get along with. In this situation, you can see that we didn't use con because we're talking about we. We are not saying specifically, with him, with her, with them, with everyone. Whereas right here, we are saying that someone gets along with someone else. Okay, so that is something important, and that's why we used con right here, because it means with. Here, we didn't need it. In the first example, we didn't need that. Excellent. We don't even have it here in English either. So that's something important to remember. Excellent. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe, share more examples using llevarse bien con. And thank you for watching. Adios.